Happen to see that chair? Tonight, if all goes to plan, someone will be sitting in it. Someone whose heart will be changed forever. You might say only one person. Is that worth it? Well, my late grandmother used to say that there can be 100 people in a room, and 99 don't believe in you, but just one does. Because one becomes two. 2 becomes 4. 4 recruits 8. Nana was involved in some multi-level marketing. So open up your hearts. Open up your eyes if you dare. Our show's about to start. You might want to grab that chair.
Brooklyn, New York. Put your hands together for the very funny Zach Zimmerman!
There's this trick in stand-up. Before you criticize something, you say that you love it. It does 2 things. It surprises people when you're critical of it, and it kind of covers your ass if you go too hard on something. All of which is to say I love my family. I love my family. I love my country. I love evangelicals. I love them all. My folks, they are Southern Baptist evangelical conservatives. I'm not. They voted for you-know-who. I didn't. They don't understand queer people. I also have questions. Mostly the fanny packs. Are we really doing the fanny packs? I love them to death, though. They gave me a classic blue-collar upbringing. My mom was a server. My dad's a pastor. They both make sure things don't burn for a living, so that was fun for them. And they helped me get into college. First in my family, I studied religion and theater, a double major in lies. I love New York. I love New York. Every morning I make my bed and an omelet without shifting my body weight. That's how intimate my home is. I live alone, which doesn't mean lonely, but I am. It's the trick, you just answer every phone call that you get. That's what you have to do. Like, hi, Zach, can we talk to you about your car insurance? I don't own a car, but I would love to talk. Brief survey, happy to stay on the line. Long survey, if you got it, I will stay. I've noticed that since I'm by myself, my accent gets stronger when I'm not around other people. The other day on the toilet, I said, Lord have mercy. That's the level of twang that we're dealing with. I don't believe in God. A lot of prayers happening on that porcelain throne. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe in God, but my mom says she still loves me unconditionally, which is very sweet. Unconditional, though, it's one of those words, it just sounds too evangelical to me. It's like some words, everlasting, begotten, there's just certain words. And what does that mean, unconditional love? What does it mean when I say I love my family? I'm looking for a good definition of love, you know? The queer community doesn't help. Love is love, terrible definition, you know? Everybody say love doesn't help much at all. James Baldwin said, I love America more than any other country in the world, and for that reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually. So love isn't blind worship. When you love something, you can't be critical of it. And that's the energy I bring to something I love unconditionally, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, we need to have a talk, okay? I just got their egg bites. Has anyone seen an egg bite in the wild? They're all the rage in the fast casual breakfast space right now. These little, like, flan-shaped little scrambled eggs got their act together, and now they look like, for millennia we knew the shape of eggs, but suddenly, now we gotta order bites, and they're very different depending on where you go. At Starbucks, they come in a tray, they're in a sleeve, the barista speaks French. It's this whole experience that you're having. At Dunkin', they come in a bag. They're just dangling. It's very scrotal what's happening there. The barista does not speak French. She doesn't speak to you at all. She's mad. Why are you ordering this? If you're wondering what it's like to take a ball from a ball sack and shove it in your mouth, Dunkin' has you covered, okay? The flavor profile, not dissimilar either. It's bad. It's bad. But I order it all. Oh, I order it all because I love the points. God, I love points. Oh, points. If you knew how many points I had, you'd treat me differently. You guys... There would have been whispers when I walked on stage, all right? I can buy 10 to 12 of you a handcrafted beverage right now. That's what we're talking about, all right? Cold brews, y'all, not iced coffees. Any milk your heart desires, toots, all right? How have I amassed my fortune? Well, I buy things I don't want, so I get points, so I can get things I do want for free. Yeah. Y'all are playing chess. I'm playing another game, okay? It's great. For 250 points, you can get a free donut. No greater joy than a free donut. Donuts and I go way back. And when you get a donut from the Dunkin' Donuts mobile app, you get a number of options. You could select, Boston cream, strawberry. And if you're wondering how Dunkin' has the technology to sync the inventory of the specific franchise with what is populating in the app, they do not. They do not. It is an aspirational click that is happening. You are making a little donut prayer when you click that button. But the button that catches my eye is right up top. It says, surprise me, surprise me. Oh, doesn't that sound nice? I love a little surprise, In this cold, cruel, sad, lonely world, a little surprise. Don't mind if I do. And when you click surprise me, I'll have you guys know you are given the oldest, stalest, most disgusting donut that it is a cracker that they are serving. It is a fossil dusted off after the dig. And it is mangled, okay? The hole in this donut is a wound. That's the situation. You don't eat it, it ends its life using your mouth. That's what's happening. And it's always glazed. That's not a surprise. A cream filling is a surprise. A sprinkle, a stray in the bag. No. Good old-fashioned standard glazed. Glazed, emphasis on the duh, past tense. This was not glazed in recent memory. This was a biblical glazing at best. Oh, man. Which, I was expecting a little joy, but I guess America runs on devastation. That was what I wanted. Which I guess technically, since it was technically a surprise. It was, touche, Duncan. Not all surprises are good. There are bad surprises. Pearl Harbor, that was a bad surprise. Depending on which. I've been asking employees what they do when they get a surprise me. One lady said she matches the donut to the drink the person ordered, so they match nicely. They're angels on Earth. Another guy said whatever is easiest. Yeah, no top shelf donuts on his watch, no. But another guy I asked, he says when he gets a surprise me donut, he gives the person a bagel. There are demons walking amongst us. A bagel. What sort of childhood? What? A bagel. A bagel. I'd rather be stabbed. A bagel. That would ruin my day. Or my week, depending on how things were going. And, I'm not getting a donut from the Dunkin' Donuts mobile app because things are going well. I needed this win. I'm a couple surprises away from surprising my emergency contact. Like, I wanted this to go a little bit nicer. But I love Dunkin'. My dad likes Dunkin' too. It's one of a very short list of things that we do have in common. People ask me why I don't cut them off, and I feel like it's my job to stay in touch with them. It's my job to, share my life, my progressive ideals with them, but I never know if I'm getting through with them. The way I measure success is when I can get my dad to leave our family chat. I feel like that is how I know I'm getting through to him. It's a little game I'll play. I'll just be like, Happy Pride. Are you going to your local pride parade today? Zachary, the Bible says marriage between a man and a woman. Well, I don't live my life based on a novel written 2,000 years ago. Dad leaves the family chat. Point. Round 2. Hey guys, going on a great first date next week with a man. Love is love, Dad. And lube is lube. Dad leaves the family chat. Final round. Hey, did you guys ever get those vaccines? Dad leaves the family chat. And I win the game. The prize I get taken out of the will, which is just Cole's cash. It's just couple CVS extra buck rewards. That's really all I have to look forward to. My mom will stay in the chat. She and I are both little stirrers. Yeah, the sauce just tastes better when you stir things up a little bit. She has been a server at the Red Lobster for the past 38 and a half years. Yeah, she is going down with that ship. Let's be honest. On your 25th anniversary, you get a painting of a ship on rocky waters. It hangs on her wall, and she cries when she sees it. Now, in Myrtle Beach, she makes $2.13 an hour as a server, which is very close to $0 an hour as a server. So she makes sure you tip, and if you don't, she will get her revenge. My favorite story, this couple once comes in, runs her ragged, extra Cheddar Bay biscuits, extra dipping sauces. They stiff her, and then they have the nerve to ask for some ranch to go. You know, they're on vacation, they don't have their vat of ranch available to them, ask for a little ranch to go. And my mom, in her never-ending love of the Lord she believes in and the Red Lobster brand, is like, absolutely, coming right up. Gets the woman what she asked for. My mom didn't spit in it. She did something more heinous. She gave the woman blue cheese. Sniper level attack. That lady won't know for a few days what's happened. You know, Courtney and Brad are on the boardwalk getting back to the timeshare they rented to save their sad marriage, and they make sweet, tender, passionate, brief love. Brad finishes, but Courtney can't. She's wondering where things went wrong with Brad. Maybe her dad was right all along when she remembers, the Cheddar Bay biscuits, and she gets out of bed. Gets out of bed in her Forever 21 closeout lingerie, goes to the mini fridge, pulls out that sleeve from the Cheddar Bay, and gets that little plastic ramekin she thinks has the familiar white sauce of her youth. Gets back into bed, no greater joy than eating in bed, dips that biscuit in, brings it to her lips, expecting a sweet, buttermilky delight. But she's greeted by the sour, rancid, taste bud attack of Ranch's ugly stepsister. She spits it out on the cum-covered comforter, cocks her head to the Myrtle Beach moon, wakes up Brad, and in a rage he will only see during their first child's birth and subsequent divorce proceedings, says, "That bitch gave me blue cheese!" That bitch is my mom. That bitch is Patty Zimmerman. I love her to death. I love her. How you make $2.13 an hour and think a billionaire has your best interests at heart is beyond me, but I get my sneakiness from my mom. I get my height from my dad. I'm 6'4", mostly neck, very vulnerable to assassination. It could happen at any point. People think being tall is easy. It will surprise you to know we struggle, okay? There's all kinds of tall stereotypes, like, Zach, you play basketball? No, pretty gay and afraid of the sport, actually. You a natural-born leader? I am a coward in a crisis. You got a big dick? No. But sometimes a baby cupcake is better than the regular. You don't need the whole cupcake. A little baby cupcake. My American portions are out of control. We need to keep it tight. It's exhausting being this tall. Do you know how much energy it takes to animate this body? Truly. I do a sit-up, I'm like folding the Eiffel Tower in half. That's what it feels like. We're like those little French bulldogs, okay? Hear me out. We've been bred to look like this, and it is hard for us to breathe, okay? I'm chopping vegetables on regulation countertops like, trying to cross my legs on a plane, like, feed somebody my baby cupcake, like, But everybody loves a tall. They're like, oh, it's so cute, I want one. What about what I want, you know? I want to use the downstairs bathroom and not get a concussion. That would be nice. I'd like to raise my hand and not tickle the feet of God. Could that be arranged? I want to talk to a short person and not turn into an umpire. Hey there, how you doing? Good to see ya. Steal. There are some perks. I love helping little old ladies at the grocery store. I do make them work for it. Jump, Gladys. But there's so many cons. At the concert, I'm the villain of the concert. Ooh, I can't wait to see Lady Gaga. You're gonna hear Lady Gaga. I can describe her to you if you like. I can't see anything. I'm sorry, I was born this way, okay? My sexuality was a surprise to my parents. It was a surprise to me, too. I didn't know I was queer till college. In high school, I wanted to be a cheerleader, so I left some clues. I made it easy on the detective. Like, gay. I wanted to be a cheerleader. I wasn't cut out to be a cheerleader, but I went to the tryouts. I struggled with like the splits and all the jumps, but the coach said I had a loud voice. I could be like the voice of the team. So I raced home, told my dad that I got a call back, and he turned into a cartoon character. No son of mine's a cheerleader. Full on 1950s gender norms. The Bible says there are things for men and things for women. Really, Dad, the Bible mentions cheerleading. I missed the part where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were like, ouch, it's hot in here. We're burning in the furnace, get us out of here. Missed that part of it. When I say God the Father, you say God the Son. God the Father, God the Son. It's the same. Repeat after me. I am a CH, I am a CH, I am a CHRISTIAN, and I am CHRIST in my HEART, and I will LIVEETERNALLY. That one was real. That one was real. But my dad forbids me to go to my callback. But when God closes a door, he opens a closet. Because out of the ashes of that fire and brimstone sermon emerged a phoenix. As I became something gayer than a high school cheerleader, I became my high school's mascot. And the mascot of William Fleming was William Fleming, a colonel in the American Revolutionary War. So I put on that bobblehead with a huge mustache, blue military garb. Under the Friday night lights, the colonel went into battle. Not with a rifle, with his rump. Pew! Cheerleaders achieve greatness through uniformity, specific instructions handed down from on high. Mascots, we're free thinkers, yes. We roam the earth untethered, unhinged, unburdened by choreography. And crowds love us. Holler! But all you can hear inside the costume is woo. Mascots don't get to hear their own praise. Like a roller coaster designer can't hear the screams. Or a poet who can't hear someone say, I didn't quite get that one. There's minimal ventilation in this costume. By the end of the game, you're being waterboarded with your own sweat. It is a school-sanctioned plastic bag, so I would always check in with the other mascots, like, hey there, how you doing? How you holding up? You good? Okay, listen, you spank me, I spank you, the crowd's gonna love it. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Yeah, oh no, I won't know for a few more years. Yeah. Leaving some clues. Oh, before you go, do you know what sport they're playing? I am just curious. Oh, that's fun, that's nice. One night I was feeling extra bold. I went to the opposing team side of the field, started taunting them with my signature body language. That means you are a butt. It is a Tolkien-esque tongue that I was speaking to them. We were winning and I was taunting and the crowd was booing me. Boo me! Boo! But all I could hear was boo, which sounded like woo. So I kept going. I was backing it up on the brass section of their band, Eiffel Tower in the cheerleading squad, until a police officer from their school took off my bobblehead and escorted me from the stadium. Yes. And that's when I knew we need to defund the police. That's how I got radicalized. That's how it happened. I bet my dad wishes I was a cheerleader. What's gayer than putting yourself inside another man every Friday night? Like, that's what I was doing. The other theatrical thing I do that they do not care for, I have this character. His name is Luke Babylon. He is a Christian magician. Yeah. Uses close-up miracles to educate people about his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I was working on a cruise ship and I babysat the magician's daughter, which is a C.S. Lewis novel. And he taught me tricks in exchange for babysitting. And then I was like, how can I use my knowledge of Christianity? Oh, that'd be ridiculous. A Christian magician. I'll come up with this. Turns out, totally real. Very real. They have an association, a conference. Whatever weird thing you think Christians would never do, they're doing, okay? All of which is to say, tonight you guys might be asked to make Jesus the king of your hearts. Luke Babylon, Christian magician. Available for unsuspecting bar mitzvahs. Romantic love is the other form of love that everybody talks about, you know, when you're thinking about love. Like that toe-curling love feeling, that warm, fuzzy feel. I've only said I love you to one person. I was with them for 3 years. I thought I was a catch. Turns out more of a catch and release sort of situation. But, so now I'm single. I'm single, currently in between blowjobs at the moment. And I actually really like being single. Someone hold me. No, I'll find somebody. I don't have great game. Someone messaged me, hey, tall drink of water. I said, hey, little glass of milk. Like, it's not a thing humans say to each other. It's really not. A buddy of mine said, ask what emoji is their orgasm face as like a sexy pickup line. I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. I've thought about my answer. It's reprehensible. It's the wizard emoji. I don't know why I turned into Gandalf. It's just like out of nowhere. Fly, you fool. Like, why? A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He comes precisely when he intends to. Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Oh my God. Okay, one more for y'all. I like my penises like I like Lord of the Rings, the extended edition. Okay. Fine. But it's hard to meet some. It's expensive, all this dating. The apps are expensive. I'm currently in a lengthy customer service battle with the Tinder team right now, okay? It's been going on for months. Here's where we disagree. Okay, last year, I gave them $300, and I want to have not done that. So I wrote an email, set aside a day, harshly worded, mentioned a lawyer I don't have, and I don't think I'm gonna win. You get tricked into paying for all the little premium features. The free version of the app will be like, someone likes you, hoo-hoo. Do you wanna see what they look like? It's just $30 for premium to see what they look like. Yeah, they could be the one. Don't you wanna meet the one, Zach? You know? In this sad, cruel, lonely world, someone likes you, Zach. Don't you wanna see what they look like? And so you pay $30, bring, and then it's like, hi, oh no. Let's shower, daddy, okay. Can I pay to cover you up? It's terrifying. I'm not that superficial. I'm not. I am a little superficial. I think we all are, you know? I say I want an activist in their community, perfect politics, devoted to the causes of the day. I kind of just want the hottest little Timothée Chalamet twink you've ever seen. Like, so hot you think I'm his agent. Like, that's the level, just the level. So hot when we have kids, we use his sperm, no discussion needed, all right? The doctor gives him the cup when we walk in. Those are the genes for the next generation. So hot, my mom makes an exception. That's what I'm actually after. So on my wedding day, when she's like, gay sex is sin, turns the corner, except for him. Yes. Never mind. Jesus forgives, Zachary. Those cheekbones are part of God's plan. I will allow this. Use his sperm, though. I want symmetrical grandbabies, all right? Let's do this. I think if my mom knew how little gay sex I was having, she would accept me. Like, what she thinks is happening is not. I'm in a dry spell, friends. I'll get real with you. I can donate blood. That's the situation. That's what's going on at present. For those who don't know, if I've had sex with a man in the past 12 months, I can't donate blood. Recently, it was lowered to 3 months, so I qualify by the new rule and the old rule to donate blood. And it's a terrible policy. You know, it's homophobic, outdated. People spoke out, which is great, I guess. It seemed like they were bragging a little bit to me, you know. Going on the news, I can't help my community, and the subtext was, because I'm fucking on the regular. The CDC has to stop this, because I can't stop this. So I actually went and donated blood. I thought I'd help out, be a good person. I qualify. I got to the blood bank. They hadn't seen a queer in a while. They were like, is he allowed to? Should we put a Britney song on? If he bops his head, he's out of here. Yeah. Tapping his toes to toxic. We need to ask him to leave, okay? But I knew my rights. Marsha P. Johnson, she threw that brick at Stonewall. So that RuPaul could sashay on that main stage. So Mayor Pete could transport in the cabinet. So Zach can ask, is this gonna hurt in the blood bank? A little, thank you very much. Straights, Google those names later, okay? They call you the next day to get you to donate again. I didn't know I had to be a good person multiple times. This was like a one-time deal. But I hope my blood goes to someone in need, and maybe they're hot, you know. Maybe we meet one day, fall in love, get married on a Thursday to save money. On our wedding night, when he's like, Zach, are you inside me yet? I whisper in his ear, I've always been inside you. You see, I donated blood a few years ago. Oh, you get it, I love you. I love you so much, person that exists. You know my favorite sight in the world? I love on a Sunday morning when you see somebody with 2 cups of coffee. I think that is so sweet. They got somebody at home, they got 2 cups of coffee, they're headed back to them. I think that's so sweet. So sometimes I will order 2 cups of coffee, take the long walk home. He's sleeping in, yeah. I'm lovable. Get home, drink one, and pour the other one on my body, just to feel something. Everybody else has it figured out. Everybody else is coupled up, thrupled up. I have one friend who has a husband and 2 boyfriends. As someone with 0 boyfriends and a socialist, I must object, all right? 2 each according to their need, please. I am calling for a massive tonight redistribution of boyfriends. It needs to happen. I have a plan. We're gonna figure it out. Open relationships, I can't deal with them. I really can't. They're against God, in my opinion. God made Adam and Steve, not Adam and Steve and Asher and Andy and Matthew and Mark and Luke and John. No. Open relationships, they lead to open wounds, I think. I fell for a guy in an open relationship once. That was kind of dumb. He had a partner and he was allowed to fuck over other people. So I'm fine. I'll never know love. I grew as a person, you know. I wrote "I love you" on a note card I carried in my back pocket that said "open when he says it first," but he never said it. He said, "Zach, I want to see you less," and I did not have a note card for that particular situation. But I grew, right? I learned. Mostly I learned I can cry in a Papa John's. That was the big takeaway of that relationship. I learned a lot about myself. The guy I was with the longest for 3 years, we were celebrating our anniversary. We decided to take a big trip together. So I was watching online for deals on flights. I love a little deal. And I hate flying, so you know I like you if I'm taking a flight with you. I'm a nervous flyer. I was on a flight that almost went down, by which I mean I heard a funny little sound. I heard a very suspicious, funny little sound. And it's just not pleasant up there. It's not. You got red lights flashing. Those could be blue, you know, the sounds. It's very dental, what's happening on planes. And I don't like who I become when I'm up there. Because on the ground, I'm a progressive. You know, we need to dismantle the cis-hetero white supremacist patriarchy. On a flight, I turn into a Republican. I'm like, when it comes to pilots, can we get the straightest, most privileged man on earth in there, please? Yeah, no struggle on his mind. Yeah, just drowning in his own privilege. Most of us have had a suicidal thought. Not my pilot. No. Nothing but knobs and dials up there. Yep. He's not doing the work, he's doing his job. That's all. That's all he's focused on. And he's gotta be married. Every pilot should be married. 6 kids they can't wait to get home to. Yeah. No dating pilots. Imagine going down because someone's like, what does this text mean, bro? I sent a wizard emoji. I'm not really sure what's going on there, you know? And I want him clear-headed. Jack off before takeoff. Put it in the manual. Do it. Post-nut clarity, please. Better yet, we're on the way to him jacking off. Yes, pre-nut ambition. We are riding his sperm like little rodeo cowboys through the friendly skies. An hour before every flight, the estranged wife of the pilot texts him, honey, I know it's been years since we've touched. Everything's been different since the baby came. But when you get home, Sky Daddy, when you land that bird and explain every little bump along the way with perfect bedside manner, when you do that and only then and you get home, you can put it in my butt. I will let you do that one time. Women of America married to pilots, your country needs you, okay? I'll teach you how to douche. I'll show you what poppers are. We can do this together. Okay? So we get to our destination, and we're celebrating 3 years together. Let's call this guy Satan. He is Satan. I see Satan delete a text message, which is not a great sign. I'm like, oh, what was that? And he goes, oh, it was a pizza coupon to the pizza place around the block. And we were at the time proud members of my local area pizza text coupon club. So the story made sense, but I love deals. I'm a child of the clearance rack. I love a BOGO. I'm very familiar with the cadence of the Pizza Text Coupon Club coupons. They drop on Friday, and it is Wednesday, and the text is at the top. Who were you texting? He was messaging someone he met while he was canvassing for Hillary. Yeah. I'm not saying he's why what happened, but less cheating, more canvassing, Hillary takes Iowa, okay? We hope his sex was good, the country's not now, okay? But we didn't break up then and there. I chose my moment very carefully. 1 hour into our 9-hour flight home, I turned to him and asked, are we gonna break up? And he said, probably. And I started to cry, and it wasn't a cute cry. It was one of those like, you know, like a seal's giving birth sort of situation. It's just like, And the baby seal doesn't make it, you guys. I'm sorry. Don't worry, there's a twin. Twin didn't make it either. The High Seal Council was alerted. They issued a worldwide seal day of mourning. The seals in New Zealand. The seals in France. The seals in Germany. And I'm making all those noises. Everyone's staring at me. I love a show, but not an 8-hour show, okay? This was Angels in America amongst the angels up there. But I got my revenge. I had the aisle seat, so he did not pee for the rest of that flight. Yeah, he won't need his in-flight meal. No. There was one perk to getting dumped on a plane. I wasn't afraid of going down on this flight, because if I went down, so would he, you know? I was at the cockpit, like, you can put us down in the ocean if you want. I've had it with this motherfucking snake on this motherfucking plane. 2006, that movie came out. That reference can vote. It sucked getting dumped on a plane, obviously. It did, though, make him the clear villain in the breakup, which absolved me of doing any inner work about my role in it. So, I can get behind that, Satan. Thank you. He's the only person I've ever told I love you to. And I don't even know quite what I meant when I said that. I don't know, I felt good around him. I wanted to be with him. Like, I'm still looking for a good definition of love. So I bought a book about love. That's how you know things are going very well. And I open it on the first page. It says, I seek out impossible love to validate the myth of my own unlovability. So I stopped reading that book. Yes. Don't read me before I read you book, okay? But it did get me thinking, like, do I think I'm unlovable? Any definition of love that I come to has to include loving yourself. I think that's important. So I went on a journey to love myself, and the only place where you can learn to love yourself is in Europe, yes. Took myself on a little solo trip to Europe, had so much fun. Traveling is great. It snaps you into the moment. You get to meet yourself. You're meeting lots of other people. I think the wittiest people in the world are in the UK. I do. And yes, I am pandering to the second largest English language comedy market that there is out there. I'm not above that. But it's true. I was in a clothing store and there was a cafe up top. And so I asked the barista, hey, can I walk around with my coffee? And she goes, if you're very careful. And she winked at me. I got a British wink. I think that's their currency now. Like, and then I went into another store and this dog comes over to me and the owner's like, he's the doorman. I was like, oh my God. So I threw it back to her. I was like, well, what's the cover charge? And she said, I kid you not, she was like, a stroke. And as I jacked that dog off to completion, I said to myself, you don't get this in New York. This level of play, interactivity, banter, it's just something special. There's something in the water over here. That's so nice. This is my art. This is my art. People in Paris, though, cruel. Cruel! That city. I matched with a guy, and his profile said he was looking for someone to spit in his mouth. City of love. So I sent the drool emoji, the little drool emoji, and he responds instantly in French, don't drool on me, ugly. Lie to me a little, Google Translate. Like, you didn't have to get that exactly word perfect, did you? Ugly, that's the original insult. That takes you back. In terms of schoolyard sticks and stones, that's up there with doo-doo head. Like, ugly. You can't come back from ugly. Paris had a chance to redeem herself. My final night there, I had a date planned on the Seine. I had a picnic laid out, Aperol spritz, bread, cheese, and I got stood up. Guy doesn't show up. But I love myself now, so I took myself on that date. And I noticed something I wouldn't have seen otherwise. A little rat came trotting over. A little rat, little ratatouille right there in Paris comes trotting over down the Seine. So I took a little block of cheese. I tried to toss it down to him, you know, Plinko style, trying to get it right into his mouth. First piece misses, second piece misses. That third piece of cheese goes down. That rat jumped, caught it in his mouth. Eiffel Tower in the background. It was beautiful. And as I jacked that rat off to completion, I Only in Paris. Only in Paris. This is my art. This is my art. Of course, the real place to learn how to love yourself is in therapy. I love my therapist so much. This man has changed my life. I understand my cognitive disorders, my black and white thinking, my religious trauma. All that said, therapy from a trained professional and a pep talk from a drunk girl at the bar, functionally identical, okay? I have been giving this man a copay every other week to ask me, how did that make you feel? And how did that make you feel? I could have just bought a girl a shot and gotten, how did that make you feel? How did that make you feel? Sounds like you seek out impossible love to validate the myth of your own lovability. I have a book for you. Well, that's all the time we have for today. The bar is closing. But I do love my therapist. Sometimes he says things I don't think he's supposed to. Like I was worried about running into my ex, and he says, you know the 3 magic words when you run into an ex, Zach? And I was like, I love you? And he's like, no, Zach. The 3 magic words when you run into an ex are, you look tired. I think I have an evil therapist. Like, you look tired. I told my mom she might benefit from therapy as well, and she said she has a 1-800 number to the only therapist that she needs. She meant God, and you'd think he'd give her his cell. Like, if you're getting the customer service line, are you that close? I don't know if you are. A big thing for me, loving myself, is trying to be healthy or have a better relationship with my body. My main goal is to stop ordering off delivery apps. Have you ever Uber ate and then Uber ate more? They say the walk of shame is the same outfit the morning after. The walk of shame is the 30 steps I took downstairs to greet the same man bringing me cheesecake. Like, it's bad. Why am I ordering dessert to be brought to me? Am I a king? Am I? Fetch me your finest Brooklyn blackout. Yes. Oh, it's rough. It's bad. I try to cook more. I'm a terrible cook. I really am. The quiet contemplation of chopping a vegetable, too much for my melancholic sensibility. I can't. A green pepper and my thoughts? I don't know, you guys. I really can't. The things that are happening in my home, the role mayonnaise plays in my day-to-day life cannot be understated, all right? I've put mayonnaise in rice, called it redneck risotto. That's what we're dealing with. That's Tuesday. Redneck Risotto Tuesday in my house. Not alliterative, just is. And I've tried recipes. I look at the recipes, I go down, they call for hundreds of different spices, and I don't want to go around hunting down spices, because that's what got white people into trouble in the first place, you know? I've been listening, I've been learning, okay? My bland food is my activism, okay? Was that tasteless? My food sure is. But my biggest enemy in my health and fitness journey is the cashier at the 24-hour donut shop by my house, all right? Because I'll go in, I'll talk to the guy, I'll get 2 donuts, I leave, look at my bag, 3 donuts. Bad surprise, not good, okay? 3 donuts, that's a problem. Scientists have studied this, all right? It's called the 3 donut problem. It destabilizes the whole system. It's very bad. So I went in there the other day. I was like, Zach, you've got to get out of here with only 2 donuts, okay? This is a business transaction. Put a damper on that playful banter, okay? Keep that $1 million smile to yourself. You need to get out of here with only 2. So I go in. I declare my donuts. First donut goes in the bag. Everything's going to plan. I'm not talking to this guy. Second donut goes in the bag. I refuse to speak to this fellow human on planet Earth, yes, who has 1 million stories inside of him, just waiting to spill out. He's got a family. He's got a mom, maybe 2 moms. I don't know. I'm not allowed to ask. So I give him my money, he gives me my change, and I think I'm gonna make it out of there, but we lock eyes. And I don't believe in souls, but I do think our hearts are connected by strings we can't see. Yeah. Capitalism will blind us to those strings. Turns us into little robots, automatons conducting transactions for the rapid accumulation of profit. To which I say, nay, profit. And in an act of revolution, I ask the guy, how you been? 3rd donut went in the bag. And I ate it. For humanity, I ate that donut. All 3. That's what I thought was happening, and then I got a different guy. He still gave me 3. They're just getting rid of day-olds. Like, I'm not a delight. I'm a garbage disposal to those people. Donuts and I go way back. We do. I just love donuts. When you bite into them, they smile back at you. I think that's so sweet. Let's all just take a moment to appreciate that image. Loving yourself in the face of persecution is always a challenge. I opened for a drag queen recently, and my parents, they're terrified of drag queens, think they're brainwashing children. And after opening for one, I have some fears as well. I'm similar. I won't say who it was. It was Alyssa Edwards, and I turn up to the gig, and I haven't watched any of Drag Race. When I came out, I wanted to kiss boys, not do homework. And there is so much gay homework. There's gay culture, gay history, gay English, which is British. There's just too much to me. But I show up to the club, there's 300 gay guys at their seat, at that scale, usually in a parade, and I get called on stage, and the announcer's like, "You guys ready for Alyssa Edwards?" And everybody's like, "Yes." Well, here's Zach Zimmerman. What is happening? Honey, why is there a youth pastor on stage? Yeah. He's not in makeup, skin raw dogging hair around him. Yeah, no heels either. Well, he is tall. It's mostly neck, sweetheart. I've never disappointed that many gay men at once in my life. Usually it's one at a time. But I asked the booker how I got this gig afterwards, and she said something I'll remember till the day I die. She said, Alyssa wanted someone gay, but not too fabulous, which was humbling to hear. Accurate and humbling. I don't know, you can't compete with the drag queen. She is the queen of the club. I'm Luke Babylon, Christian magician, available for birthdays on a budget. The other persecution I faced I was called daddy recently, and that will ruin you. Look, I didn't know I was a daddy. I know I'm not a twink anymore, all right? Twinks, there's 5 rules to be a twink. Young, thin, hairless, carefree, joie de vivre, can't spell joie de vivre. Those are the 5 rules to be a twink. But I didn't know I was a daddy. I'm not old, I'm not young, but I'm not, I mean, my favorite porn stars did retire recently. That was a tough day. They've become strictly behind the camera talent now. And it's tough because then you have a predicament. You're like, do I switch to the new generation or jack off to the past? Like a Republican. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. But this guy called me daddy, and the way it happened too. So I had roommates at the time, so I warned him when we came. Hey, you want to be a good, respectful roommate? We got to keep our voices down. Yeah, you need good REM sleep to repair the body. You know? What's that? Oh, it's rapid eye movement. Yeah. You really need a sleep hygiene practice before you. What's that? Sex? Oh yeah, right this way. Sorry. So we start 69ing because that's the quietest form of sex. It's rude to talk with your mouth full, and then we switch to the favorite of Christians before marriage, anal, and that is when he calls me daddy. And it wasn't like a daddy, give it to me. He had an accent, so it was like, daddy, give it to me, daddy. Like I was withholding a bonbon, like, stop, daddy. You're being silly, daddy. I fucked Veruca from the Chocolate Factory. It was like, give it to me now, daddy. Just porking Dobby the house elf, you know. Dobby has no daddy. Dobby's a free elf, daddy. And my dad left the family chat. He did not want to hear about it. I don't know why. Actually, I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter when I was growing up, which is funny because now my mom's really into QAnon. So, who's reading fantasy by transphobes now? Buddhists say the purest form of love is between a mother and child, and that's so beautiful. And I'm getting to watch this firsthand. My best friend just had a baby, so I am looking for a new best friend. Does anyone here want to be my new best friend? The children are our future. I feel like I'm getting left in the past. No, babies are great. I held the little thing a few weeks ago. He spit up on me and pooped at the same time. I was like, did you just take a screenshot, little guy? What was that? That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. He is so cute. She's shy about sending pictures of him. She doesn't want to be like that mom, like sending around too many photos of him. So I have to ask for them. She's making me come off like a very polite pedophile. Like, good morning. Please send a photo of your child. Any new cute outfits or skills to report? Is this a live photo? I want to see him wiggle. Oh, he's so cute. I love making him laugh. Adults laugh, that's a career. Babies laughing, that's good for your soul. It just is. And you got to find your niche, though. Most people go high. They're like, hi, baby. I go low, hey, baby. And they love it. They love it. I'm voicing, stuffed sharks, stuffed beasts. It's fantastic. And I don't want to brag, do a mean narration of No More Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. Truly top notch. And people think it's a fun story. They're like, jumping, it's like playful. No, this is a dark tale, all right? When I tell it properly, the child cries, okay? Because the monkeys are jumping on the bed. One falls off. Suspense, drama, bumps his head. Mama calls the doctor. She's in need. Doctor says, it's really a story of our broken healthcare system when you think about it. Single mother of 5, dealing with CTE trauma to her monkey children heads, calling the doctor. That's when I knew that we need universal child care. That's when I got radicalized in the situation. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever have kids. I'm not sure. I don't want to break them, accidentally say you're going to hell. That would be awful, I think. But I did freeze my sperm recently. Yeah, not at a facility. I just put a cum towel in the fridge and science has to catch up to me. I did freeze them, though. There's a startup that will send you a kit. You do it at home and you mail it back. The guy in the alley explained it to me, all very clean. I had questions, he had answers. But this kit arrives and you have to come into a cup. And I don't know if you guys know, cups aren't sexy. So I had some performance issues. I was like, I'm sorry, cup, this never happens, cup. I had too much to drink. I was drinking out of your sibling earlier and I just can't get through with it. Also, it has to be, you can't use lube or saliva. It has to be a dry rub. Yeah, my dick's no brisket, all right? I prefer a marinade when possible. I do the deed, I go and ship it off. This was the day of a big snowstorm in New York, so it didn't make it in time. Yeah. Have you ever had God tell you no? Sit this one out, Zach. You're tall, but where's the chin? Let's be honest. And can you ask your mom to stop calling me? She is blowing it up. They gave me a replacement. I shipped it off. It's going to be a weird birds and the bees convo one day. Yeah. The kid will be like, Daddy, where do babies come from? He's British. Don't worry about it. Well, son. I'm British, too. Don't ask questions. Well, son, when two people love each other, one of them dry fucks a cup, takes it to a FedEx and a Walgreens, ships it to Hoboken, where it's stored for up to 5 years before being de-thawed and shoved into a healthy and willing vagina. Why are you crying? I love you. Person that exists. The children are our future. I think that's why everyone wants to brainwash them. Yeah. Evangelicals have so many kids' TV shows. You might know some of them. You might know VeggieTales, It was vegetables singing about God. I grew up with a much more limited release, carb-forward option. It was the Donut Man. Yes. The Donut Man would sing these songs. Real thing, had a mustache, overalls, would sing songs about Jesus. I'd love to show you a clip, but as a lawyer warned me, the most litigious people in the world are Christians. So I do have a prop that will help me explain a little bit about the Donut Man, as long as you promise not to judge me for bringing a puppet out at my show. Everyone say hi. To Duncan. Hi, Duncan. Nothing sinister about this at all, no. The Donut Man and Duncan would sing lots of songs, and their big one went a little something like this. Life without Jesus is like a donut, like a donut. Life without Jesus is like a donut, 'cause there's a hole in the middle of your heart. But when Jesus fills your heart, he satisfies your soul like a tasty nugget in a donut hole. We have counselors standing by after the show tonight. The Donut Man. Look out, Sabrina Carpenter. The Donut Man would take little munchkins and shove them in the hole of the donut to symbolize accepting Jesus Christ into your heart. Okay? First of all, life without Jesus is a donut. Sounds delicious, okay? No notes. Say less, Mr. Donut Man. That sounds phenomenal. Also, if you're trying to lure children to Christ, why are you doing it with a glazed? A little cream filling, a sprinkle might help. No one's laying down their life for the Lord for a glazed donut. Right? This was a mindfuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being told you're going to hell by a donut, you know, burn with me, bitch. Like, it'll mess with you. And I am not going to point out the particular shape of this pucker and how it may approximate other human anatomy, but, you know, interests start young. They start from a young age. If you're wondering where my sweet, salty demeanor comes from, it might be from binge watching a donut telling me I was going to hell as a child. This is really, I think, the Rosetta Stone to understanding me when you think about it. Spending a childhood trying to fill a hole with external validation. But what are we but our holes, Mr. Donut Man? They don't need filling. Of course, the only way to heal your trauma is turn it into art and inflict it on others. So, in August of 2017, I auditioned for America's Got Talent, not as a comedian, but as a magician. As Luke Babylon, Christian magician, my foil to the Donut Man. Now, do I believe in Jesus? No. Was NBC ready for this subtle satire? Also no. So, was it actually subtle? Why are you interrogating me? Okay. I show up to the Javits Center, and everyone with a hope or dream in the tri-state area is there. You got dancers testing their moves, ventriloquists testing people's patience, and I turn up, and I have to wait 6 hours to audition. For someone who lives in the moment, that is a very long time. But eventually, a producer comes over to me, captivated by my star quality, and asks me to get out of the shot. They were filming some kids dancing, and the sad person in a black hat playing with playing cards was affecting the vibe. But eventually my group gets called, and I'm in the bathroom when I need to be where I need to be, and they don't let me audition. I begged them, please put me in the next group, and they're like, we really shouldn't, but they finally let me. It's about half kids, half adults. We go into this windowless conference room. This isn't for Heidi and Howie, it's just for some guy. And he calls the first name on the list. It's a little girl. Little girl, she goes up, sings a Christian song. Okay, a little pitchy, but you know, it was fun. Second person goes, it's a little boy. Oh, little boy, he sings a Christian song too. Unbeknownst to me, I won't realize for a few days, I've been put in a group of exclusively children, exclusively singing songs to their Lord and Savior. The adults in the room are the chaperones of the children in the room. And they get to the last name, and they're like, Luke Babylon, Christian magician? And the kids' eyes light up. They are so excited for the Christian magic show. I'm like, do you guys believe in magic? And they're like, yeah! Do you believe in God? Yeah! And I pick a little girl. Do you mind being the little girl? What's your name?
Jade.
Jade. Do you believe in God, Jade?
For these purposes, yes.
For the purposes of your eternal soul, Jade? Yes. I want you to pick a card, Jade. A magician has you pick a physical one. I'm a Christian magician. Pick it spiritually. Any card, ace through king, hearts, spades, diamonds, or clubs. Do you have a card, Jade? And was that a free choice? God whispered that card into your, because he whispered it to me because I have a deck of cards here and there's one card facing a different direction than the rest. And if it's your card, we know God is real, right, Jade? Tell everyone what your card was.
Ace of Hearts.
The Ace of Hearts, and I turn it over and it was not the Ace of Hearts. And Jade turns to her mom, Mom, is God not real? All the kids were like, there is no God! I shattered their belief in a higher power that day, and America's Got Talent shattered their beliefs in themselves. I've never disappointed that many parents at once in my life. Usually it's, a pair at a time, but needless to say, I did not receive a call back to that program, and that was the death of Luke Babylon that day. Sorry, I forgot where I was going. Oh, yeah. I think my relationship to love is pickled by praying to a loving God who didn't exist. Christianity carves a hole in you only it can fill. Oh! Sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. Why do we call it scissoring and not a lip sync? That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. I told my therapist that if I cut my parents off, my life would be so peaceful, and we sat in silence for the rest of that session. I think if we cut off parts of ourselves that didn't behave exactly how we want them to, we bleed out. And when you cut someone off, you cut off every version that they might become. And they say people can't change, but I think people can change. I've changed. My whole life has been a shift, and I think that makes me so painfully empathetic to other people, because I know that they could evolve, they could grow. And I'm still changing, I'm still growing, I no longer care about physical attractiveness when I'm dating. I'm open to 9s, I'll consider a rich 8. I'm willing to do that. And I'm doing my gay homework now. I've seen every episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah. So if the Duchess ever wants me back again, I won't get cute, I'll get drop dead gorgeous, okay? And when I ran into my ex, the one who dumped me on a plane, I didn't tell him he looked tired. I thought he looked happy. But what you can't do is change someone else. All you can do is love them and give them room to maybe one day change. My mom is visiting me in New York. She has booked the flight. She sent herself mace. I told her I didn't think that was legal, and she said, after it saves my life, I will deal with the consequences. And I texted a picture of me and the drag queen to my family, and my dad didn't leave the family chat. Didn't respond, but didn't leave. Didn't respond, but didn't leave. Because I think everyone deserves a chance. Loving someone means giving them a second chance, a third chance, a 43rd chance. And you know who gives us all a second chance? Jesus Christ. Because Jade, I have an ordinary deck of cards here. And there's one card that's facing a different direction than the rest. And you said you did believe in God for the purposes of that trick. But for the purposes of eternity, do you believe in God? Sure. I'm not getting a sense that is... Do you think this is your card, Jade?
I do.
Say the magic spell with me. Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
I accept Jesus Christ. For my special, you accept Jesus? God's gonna watch this tape on Judgment Day. As my personal Lord and Savior. Marriage is between a man and a woman. Donald Trump is the Son of God. I am a CHRASTIAN and I have CHRAST in my HEART and I will LIVETERNALLY. Do you think this is your card?
Of course.
You do? What makes you so confident?
I believe in you.
Aww. Weird. Weird, Jade. Not gonna lie, kind of weird. So you think it's your card, so it'd be a surprise if it wasn't your card. What was your card again? Ace of Hearts? If that's what it is, we have to go crazy, right? That was pretty impressive, And if it's not, humans make mistakes, all right? It is God who is perfect. We have to remember that, okay? We have to remember that. So get ready. I'm reminded of the words of Bell Hooks. Bell Hooks says, love is commitment to one's spiritual growth. You love something, you're dedicated to helping it change. And 1 Corinthians says, love is patient. Love is kind. And so I want to thank you all for being patient with me. I think I could be a pastor. I could become a pastor tomorrow. I really could. I have everything you need. I got a deep knowledge of the Bible, captivating stage presence, dark and sinister homosexual past. Like, get on your knees, call me Pastor Zach. We could do this, all right? But I'm not a Christian pastor. I am a Christian magician. Well, we need a good definition of love. And so I've come up with my own. I think love, if love is dedicating to helping someone grow and change, love means giving someone a chance to surprise you, to surprise me. Everybody say, surprise me. Surprise me. Now, whether it's a good surprise or a bad surprise, depends on what you believe is going to happen. Should I have turned this over already, you think? Should it have already happened? Some of you have doubts. Some of you have doubts. If you have doubts, just remember, a wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He comes precisely when he intends to. I'm Luke Babylon, Christian magician. I'm Zach Zimmerman, secular comedian. Thank you. You guys are great.
In the beginning, when no one was living, he used a sleight of hand. And then from nothing, suddenly something like magic, he made man. Then man sinned, and so begins a calling from above. God sent the one, his faithful son, to convert you with his love of magic. Luke Babylon. He's a man on a mission. Luke Babylon. Amazing magician. Luke Babylon. Saving so many souls. Luke Babylon. His faith is out of control. Once he shows you the light, you just might become a Christian.
Now we're going to turn the water over, and if we believe, Jesus will have made it disappear. Hey! It vanished!